Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
assholeconsulting.com. Go there if you have a question. A young man writes in, "Hey, asshole, you did a video for me a while back that helped me immensely. Thus, I'm here for issue number 2. I've never had a girlfriend. I don't know what I want to do with my life. And I have always froze up when the shit got real the few times in my life it has. I think these are all related. Have you ever read about the rite of passages of different cultures? For example, some tribes off some... God damn, fuck you, Microsoft. Some tribes off somewhere in the jungle bathe their boys, hunt deadly animals, or endure lots of pain in order to belong or be recognized as a man. I feel we need something like that in American culture, and I feel the fact that I've never undergone anything like that is why I feel like a lesser man. I think that those 3 things I listed are just symptoms. I would like your help formulating solutions. My main goals in life right now are fuck you money. 1, fuck you money. 2, to actually feel like a man that can deal with the harshest times of life. And 3, to make myself more attractive to women. I feel like if I can fix 2, the rest will follow. I'm about to graduate with a Bachelor's of Science in Computer Science in about a month, and I have a job already lined up. So here are the options I've considered. Apply to be an officer in some branch of the military. Blow off said job if I get in. I really don't want to do this, since it's a huge commitment and it makes the goal of number 1, fuck you money, harder. Apply to be a paramedic or police officer where I'm trained and forced to deal with real life or death situations. I was like, yeah, but then you'd have to like go get a fucking, you'd have to go get a different degree, and then you'd have to go into academy, and you can certainly do that, and I'm not necessarily dismissing that. And then where is it? Apply to be don't be a paramedic. Fuck the paramedic. I want to be an EMT. Every fucking dipshit wants to be an EMT. Don't become an EMT. Stay the current course, make money, get creative, and find some alternative rite of passage on the side while I work my day job. This is where I gravitate towards the most, since on the surface it doesn't appear. Thanks, Dad. No. They can tell it. They can tell when I'm fucking working, and everybody calls. But it's also got blowing off goal number 2 written all over it. Okay, what do I think? All right. I think you could do a little bit of both in all things. For example, you can join the reserves or the National Guard while still getting your degree or taking your job as a computer scientist. So you have your job, you go part-time military, you'll be put through basic. Basic might man you up a bit. But unless you're at war or get shot at, I don't know if that's the galvanizing experience you're looking at. 2, you could join the police reserves or join the police department part-time. The problem with the police department, it's insanely hard to become a cop. Every dipshit recent grad 20-something, including myself, when things weren't going their way, like, well, maybe I could become a cop. But everybody wants to become a cop. And frankly, you got a ton of super high qualified people, vets coming back from the Iraq and Afghan wars or getting out of the military, who are infinitely more qualified than you are. So here's the thing, though, and you're saying you want to get you haven't had a girlfriend, and you want fuck you money and all that. Well, the fuck you money, that's only going to come through entrepreneurship. So that is, you're going to have to go work in the field, learn some stuff, figure out where there's a market to be made, and capitalize on that. So that's not going to come from the military or the police. That's just going to come from you spending time and keeping a keen eye out for some kind of opportunity in the market. But this, you're afraid of girls. I looked at your picture. You're not ugly. You're a decent-looking guy. You're in shape. The only problem is you're short. That's it. That describes you, and being a pussy, approaching women, describes why you don't have a girlfriend. Okay? Because you're not ugly. You certainly could get a girlfriend. You should have had a girlfriend by now. But you're a coward, and you won't approach women. So here's the solution. You want to galvanize an experience? Every guy has this galvanizing experience, and that is getting your ass shot down by women. That is the galvanizing experience, right? We're not at war. We're at peacetime. We got a ton of freaking... I mean, you could join the military. You can have your galvanizing experience. You could go get your ass shot at over in Afghanistan. But for some men, I'd say almost most men, if you really think about it, they'd rather be shot at because there's a pretty good statistical chance they won't get killed. And even if they get hit, okay, it's a wound and they're very unlikely to die. Whereas approaching a woman, it's a damn well near guarantee you're going to get your ass shot down. And I'm done. Because I was there. But you know what? I got over it in like the 7th and 8th grade, and then I learned to just ask girls out. You want to galvanize the experience? You want to become a man? The rite of passage for American men today is to go up and ask these arrogant, overinflated egos, these egomaniacs called American women, and ask good-looking girls out. Don't go ask out the fat ones. Ask a good-looking one. Go approach a girl that's in a group of a herd of women. Do that. That's got more... Well, I shouldn't say it's got more balls than being in the military, because technically it doesn't. But I bet you if you ask a lot of guys, it's kind of like... What is it? I mean, the comedian. What's the deal with Jerry Seinfeld? He pointed out that the number one fear that people have is public speaking. Death was like number 2 or number 3. I forget what number 2 was. Less people are afraid of dying than they are public speaking. I think if you were to ask a lot of guys, they'd rather, get shot at or be in a battle than approach 100 women. Because it is that tiring, it is that defeating to your ego. It may hurt your feelings that much, but that is you don't have to fly across the country and go to Durkistan to get your ass shot up to be galvanized. You want to be galvanized to solve your problem with the fucking women? Quit being a fucking pussy and go ask those girls out. Get your heart, just not even your heart, just get your ego, get your heart, get your pride, plain kick the fuck out of your system, replace it with a goddamn pump, realize that these are just hurdles to jump over, and then you don't even care if you get shut down anymore. And there's your galvanizing experience. There's your big fear jumper hurdle, whatever you want to call it. And then you'd be like, fuck no, I asked out a bunch of girls. And guess what? You lived. I remember, I was over U of M campus. I just drove past it. Cafe Royale, Espresso Royale, right in Dinkytown. And there was this cute blonde. And she was just, and I'm like, I want to ask her out. And I didn't know anything. I was 18. And I went up, I said, mind if I sit here? She's like, yeah. And for like an excruciating 15 minutes, I tried to like talk to her and just, and I look back at it now. It was actually quite charming and innocent what I was trying to do. And she just blew me off. Like, if she didn't want me to sit there, she just sort of said no. But instead, I had to go through a grueling 15 minutes of like, oh, well, this is like trying to hit a tennis ball through a brick wall. So that's what I'd recommend. Start asking girls out, get your ass shot down. That'll galvanize the fuck out of you. But also, I would not, separate from galvanizing experiences, I would not worry about, I would not dismiss joining the reserve police force, joining the National Guard, becoming an officer. You got your degree, you got yourself a career. Yes, absolutely look at those things. Those are certainly going to help you become more manly, but just different experiences that'll make you a better person as well, a more interesting person. But yeah, this fear, this galvanizing, where is the galvanizing? Where is the rite of passage for men? It's asking American women out, having them shoot your fucking ass down, and you still get the fuck up. You do it again until you don't care. You've built a callus, and now you're like, that's nothing. So that's what I'd recommend, and it'd be a lot safer and cheaper than fucking going to Durkistan and getting blown up by an IED. Toodles.